Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Casper here with a very quick overview of some weekly charts of gold and silver miners. Most of them are small cap, so take it with a grain of salt. But I just want to show your attention to them, and then you can do whatever you want. I just find them for some reason interesting, or have one or two trend lines that make it interesting for me if they get above there. So definitely take it as you may, and as you know, I think gold and silver is going to have an incredible 2024. I would be very surprised if we don't break out for gold right here, and silver getting above that big $26 level. When and if we do, silver miners, gold miners will do absolutely fantastic across the board. And yeah, I have some charts for you. Some of them are, as mentioned, very low cap, market cap. So definitely take that into consideration. Alrighty, let's start off here with Defiance DEF. Quite simply here, a parallel long-term weekly. You can see it goes back roughly 10 years, and we are now touching here, getting a bounce off that lower trend line. I posted that exactly when we hit it, and we are up roughly 50% since. And again, if this is a bounce, we could be in for some bigger moves. You can also see the channel coming down there, very quickly drawn. So definitely this one has my attention, and maybe you see the same. This is SCZ, Santa Cruz Silver. Again, these are small caps. Well, this is a big one actually, 100 million. However, a possible major bottom here, inverted head and shoulders. So in my view, when we get above these highs here at roughly, let's call it 0.6, then this one could go ballistic. Again, we're only at 0.3 now, so we still have 100% to go to the neckline, but definitely this is one to watch in my view. SSZ, this is Southern Silver Exploration. We have a clean, I want to go a bit further out. That's the golden trend line break we had, breaking out, bullish to down, sideways consolidation within this triangle here, and now we're having a third touch bouncing at that lower blue triangle. So definitely this is actually very clean. The wicks and the interactions with the trend lines are dead on, and we have the backtest here. So I assume if we start to break out, above some of these smaller time frame triangles, beautiful ABRA here. In my view, this is a big cup and handle play. And when and if we break that double blue at roughly 0.42, give or take 0.43 maybe, then we're going to the highs of the cup, depending on where you draw it, and then we will bounce, and then we'll go way higher. In my view, this is a top 3 stock in my book, and yeah, this is just squeezing up here. And in my view, when and if gold and silver takes off, this one will blast in that direction. MAG, the MAG Silver Corporation. I want to show you the lower trend line here coming up, and we are very close to hitting that. So if we hit that lower trend line, in my view, that's a clean buy. Also, we had that breakout there, same here, breakout here, where we grinding down. So in my view, we are going to do something like this here if we tag it and getting above that one right there. Again, if gold and silver does what I think it will, this will be the outcome, in my honest opinion. So definitely look for any move to the upside, or if we can get that beautiful tag at roughly 12.7 at that lower trend line, that would be insanely beautiful. Good risk reward, and the stop is obviously somewhat below. VIPR here is also a smaller one, only 15 million, but I think in my view we are into some double bottom territory. Depending on how you draw it, we are very close to a double bottom here, and we should see a bounce here. You can see we haven't dipped below 0.085, so that is the candle there and the body there. So definitely this looks like there are buyers down here, but let's see where it's going. SVM, I want to line it for you guys right there. To me, silver core metals here, actually a beautiful setup. $500 million market cap, so it's a bigger one, but definitely the parallel trend line are very beautiful. Holding on here, we're getting a bounce exactly at that, depending on how you draw it, add that lower trend line of the parallel channel. Also, my good friend Andy would call this the lead-in, and then a huge double bottom, and then this goes higher. beautiful setup here in my honest opinion. Gold, very, very strong. Both like here, you know, back in 2018 to 20, the COVID madness there, and then we went all the way up here now. Just like gold, very similar. You know, we are trying to break out above 11.5, give or take, with a beautiful inverted head and shoulders. When it breaks, this one will go way, way higher in my view. Quite simply, this is GSVR. And again, we have a trend line coming across here, lead in, double bottom, and now we're in this expanding formation here. But definitely, this is one where I think we should be going higher when and if gold goes higher. We have the first low, second low. Now we will see if this is the third low or if we really need to go down to here and then we blast off. But definitely also a company that is heavily leveraged to the silver price. YOLO here, also same thing, silver company. We had this beautiful long flag here, broke down. Now we're coming in for a retest of the lower side of the flag. So there we will see what happens, but definitely the last week's candle is very beautiful. The only thing missing is actually some volume, but yeah, you could also add in, you know, a trend line from here to here. If we get there, then that's a clear buy in my view. However, this is also one that's hugely leveraged to the silver price. MCI, Minova Corp, in a huge falling wedge here. Undercut here, false breakdown, back in with volume, nice. Again, this could be one where it runs to the upside and then we are ready to go. Only a $3 million market cap, 3 million, not with an M, not with B. So it's a very, 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 very small market cap for this stock. But the setup is quite decent actually. Lundin Gold, big one here. No lines attached, but this is just, you know, a very strong setup here. Now we're having a small pullback, bull flag up there. And again, if gold goes higher, which I think it will, I just noticed actually that we are at the waterfall level right here. So this is when everything collapsed in 2008. And now we're right there. So getting above that level is actually a big trigger. And yeah, it will break when and if gold gets higher. This is a big one, $4 billion market cap. So it's a big company. RSLV, Rain Silver, quite simply in this downtrend here. So when and if we break, you can see we got the rejection last week as well. So when and if we break, you're getting above, then you could start to look for an entry depending on how you do things. But definitely that means that the downtrend is broken. Do we need some time to go sideways? Sure, that could very well happen. But definitely breaking this trend line here will be a game changer for this stock here. FSM. I want to zoom a bit out here. This is Fortuna Silver Mines, also a bigger one, $1 billion market cap. You can see the red zone here between almost 4 to 4.2. That's, you know, the big support and resistance level going back 10 years. And we are right now, right here at that level with an inverted head and shoulders. So if we get above that 4.2, that should trigger at least a move up to the highs here. And that is roughly $10. So again, one chart that if you go down to the daily, you can probably find an entry in the bull flag or whatever pullback that you're looking at. IGO, I want to show you also here. We have broken out here, retesting, and now we're actually going, in my view, to visit the highs there at 0.5. It's a bit late. I wouldn't call it late in the move, but definitely any pullback on the smaller time frames. Remember, this is monthly. So any pullback, bull flags, whatever on the daily should be bought up, and you can actually have a move all the way up to 0.5 before any major resistances. Again, this is 34 million, so it's still a small stock here. SVG, Silver Grail, I think this is a very small one, 3 million. However, the setup is quite decent actually, broken here with momentum and volume, huge retest, and now we're actually in a small bull flag here coming down. If it breaks, we are going up to here due to this line coming across, and then we will see what happens. But definitely the breakout, the retesting here looks nice, and we just need for the next breakout of this bull flag here. Or if we come all the way down, again, that's a big drop, but then you will have a beautiful risk reward entry here, down here. But given the fact that I think gold and silver is going higher, that would surprise me a lot. However, it's a very, very small market cap company, so anything can basically happen. Yeah, that's all I had here. Different views, some stocks that I think you don't know. And I think Gold Ventures has these lists, you know. He's very much into all these very, very small silver and gold companies. That is his bread and butter. So definitely follow him. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, not much detail, but just to get your attention to some of the charts and the bigger setups that I'm looking at. Again, play them how you play. If not, then that's totally fine. But definitely, I think there is money to be made when you drop down 2 time frames and look for an entry when we get the breaks of the formations that they are currently in. So definitely, guys. Yep, I hope you enjoyed it. So this is gold and silver miners. There are many, many more, but we will definitely get into those when and if this move really gets going in 2024. And we have the futures market opening in half an hour. So, guys, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.